Okay, hello and welcome back to another My Team episode. Today you join me for the British Grand Prix, and because it's the British Grand Prix, Williams have decided to go for a livery change. They are going to be rocking their older livery. I believe this is based off of the 2016 one, which we saw up on the podium a couple of times with Valtteri Bottas. So they're going to be rocking that from now on, I'm assuming. Yeah, sure. They'll be rocking that from now on. Anyways, into qualifying then. I can't lie, I'm not very good around here, but it's my home Grand Prix, so no matter how much I hate it, it has to stay. The same way that Japan's coming in this season. Even if I hate Japan, it will be staying. Anyways, in qualifying, we're for our second flyer lap. We've been held up on both laps by Latifi, which is very irritating. You've seen the track limits a little bit there, ignore me, but I drift a little bit, so we make up for it in style points. Very bad lap though.
We return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone and it's time for the British Grand Prix. The 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit in Great Britain is hallowed ground to the Formula One faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase and some good passing opportunities at the end of the DRS zones. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn one. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen and Norris, Perez, Bottas, Ricciardo and Carlos Sainz, Hamilton, Giovinazzi, Reed and Stroll, Russell, Ocon, Mick Schumacher and Nobuharu Matsushita, Aitken, Tigtum, Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Starting in P13 then, we're going to go for a one-stop soft and medium, around about lap 11 to 13. We'll decide closer to the time. But for now, that's how it's going. Hopefully, it will work very nicely. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure I will even get points in this race. Because Maggots and Beckett's and that, like, well, the whole of Sector 2 to 3. Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, to 5 red lights, we are underway for the British Grand Prix. We're getting all right start then. Giovinazzi ahead of us. Hamilton goes for a move around the outside of Ricciardo. Can't make that stick. Sainz goes for a move on the inside. We go for a move around the outside of Giovinazzi. Can't make it, but we thread the needle a little bit there. Going past 4 cars just through those first couple of turns up into P9. Will we keep it? No. Already managing to lose grip. I mess up the setup as well this race, so really not good. Ricciardo on our left then, down the Hamilton straight. Can he make it past on the straight? He can't, but he goes for a move on the inside into Brooklands. Through into Luffield though, we're managing to just about keep our position, but he manages to pull away. That McLaren power is whew, through Maggots and Beckett's then. Sainz also goes for a move around the outside. We're going to use his slipstream down the hangar straight to try and get past him into Stowe. And we managed to get past. We just have to try and keep the position into the turn, braking as late as humanly possible without killing ourselves or him. You know, 22 drivers starting, 22 drivers surviving is always great. Lap 2 then, messing up Maggots and Beckett's more than you could believe. Going off track as well. Sainz goes past. We try and make a move around the outside, down the hangar straight, into Stowe. going way too wide to be able to make a move. Hamilton and Sainz both getting past then. But into the chicane, we go for a huge lunge down the inside. Getting past 2 in 1. Pretty mental stuff right there. Oh my. Down the Hamilton straight then, into Abbey. Sainz has a look down the inside and whacks us. Just whacks our front right there. We're completely fine though, no damage to either of us, but dangerous game, man, dangerous game. Lap 4 then, through into Stowe, not Hamilton. Sainz is behind us, not by much either. It's getting very risky here. But yeah, I messed up my setup, I chose the wrong one, and I forgot during qualifying to restart, so I have a very, very bad setup at the moment. Anyways, lap 6 and Hamilton is very near behind. Could very easily get past us here. In fact, I'm assuming he will. Down into 3rd gear. Through Village. Hamilton still very close behind. Through the loop then. We're just trying to keep this position. 1 point might be the only point we get. On the lead up to Cops and Hamilton touches us a little bit. That was a madness of a sentence.
Check your MFD.
We just about managed to keep the position into Cops, but through into Magnussen Beckett's, he gets the position. Jeff annoying us as always. We're just trying to keep behind Hamilton, but with dirty air it's very difficult to do. He keeps losing grip though, going wide through turns. We have DRS. We should manage to get around the outside of him here, up into Stowe. Never mind, around the inside into Stowe. Going wheel to wheel, just managing to get past. Sainz also right there, also manages to get past. On lap 7 then, down the Wellington straight, Sainz has the DRS, he goes for a move, he goes past us. But he goes wide into Brooklands and we managed to get past him, little switchback there. Oh wow, I have not seen an AI do that before. Or not to that extent at least. He went fully wide, and Hamilton just pitted as well. And Hamilton's now out. He's rammed the wall or something. I decided then that I'm going to pit here on lap 8. I'm assuming most people are, yeah, it seems like most are, onto the set of mediums. Going early. Some might go for the hards. I'm not too sure. Just about managing to make it through the pit lane without getting a penalty. So that's good. Bottas has gone for the pits, for the medium, sorry. So has Perez. So I'm assuming most people are going to just try and stick these mediums out from lap 9 till lap 26. Ricciardo on the mediums. Perez on the mediums. Everyone's on the mediums. Okay. We managed to get in. Pit crew take a little bit of time to get their stuff together. But we're fine. We're going to be out into P19 it seems. Yes, P19. So that's good. Alright, getting ready to go racing again. Honestly, I don't really like the way these safety cars restart on this track, because I can never get a good turn through here to keep enough speed. So for now, Ricciardo's going to pull ahead, and we're not. Alright, going through Village then. We have so far managed to keep our position. Russell is right behind us. We go wide into the loop. That's not good. Russell is right on us then. As we go through down to the Wellington straight, we managed to keep the position, and Russell's power unit will not be able to keep up with ours. That Alfa Romeo is very slow indeed. So, we've managed to keep the position. So far, Sainz has gotten around Russell. Very good. Into Cops then. We go. We're having to lift off a little bit to not lose it. We hit the curb on the left and we spin! We spin the car! No! That is really not what you want to be seeing right now. And we've managed to also back it up. Rammed ourselves into the back of the wall there. Trying to slow us down quick enough to go and get going again. Going through Magnussen Beckett's. We clip the curb again. We've spun it. We've smacked it into the wall and lost both left tyres.
Engine off. Engine off.
Bloody hell indeed. That is not what you want to be seeing. Especially not at your home Grand Prix. We still haven't managed to win one. We've been going for 4 seasons and we still haven't managed to win one.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant But here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Well then, Gasly's up in second with those 18 points. So by my calculations, Gasly is currently leading the championship then by 2 points. That's really not what you want to be hearing. Yeah, no, not at all. But we can still do this. It's only 2 points. Anyways, not a great race, but thank you for sticking with it if you did. I hope you enjoyed it, of what there was, and I hope to see you next time for the Belgium Grand Prix. Oh, yeah, quickly before I go, there were drive for, renegotiations and stuff. We kept Gasly for now. We'll change at the end of the season. But yeah, thank you for watching this one. See you next time.